Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 106. We in the building. You ain't know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
You already know how this goes. Please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you have any branding deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. And wait, before I get started to weekly check-in, please leave a 5-star rating. Please follow us on all streaming platforms and leave a review because that helps with the algorithm. So I'm going to start adding this little pitch in the beginning and leave that. If you're a supporter of the show, you want us to grow, go leave those ratings, especially on Apple and Spotify. But episode 106, brother. How you doing? Weekly check-ins.
I'm good, man. Sorry I couldn't be here last week. I got caught up in some family situation. Nothing too crazy, but just the time was not on our side. But I'm good. I'm happy to be back. Episode, what is this, 106?
Yes.
Man, that's a cool number. I feel like we got to be at the park, but see, corny shit. That's what we doing today. Anyways, but yeah, I'm straight. I'm definitely. I want to shout out Jamie Talks. He sent a text message to our high school group chat. He just asked a question like, if your life right now was if you had to make like an album and title it for this phase of your life, what would you call it? I think mine was Stop and Smell the Roses. I realized I've been doing a lot of existing. A lot of like, you going through, sometimes you get in the phase where you just go through the motions, you go through different things, you got a lot of shit on your plate and a lot of different elements of life. And sometimes you're doing some real dope shit, or you have the ability to do dope shit, and you kind of just fall back because it's like things are just happening. So sometimes you got to take a second and stop and breathe and smell the roses and take that in whatever capacity you need to. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm about to be fucking 30 in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that.
Hey, so, 30 Club, you already know the vibes.
Yeah, so, we here. We outside. But what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling?
I don't know, man. Thinking of albums for my life. It would either be Autopilot, or if I want to be funny, I'll say Come Home, the Kids Miss You. Shout out to Jack Harlow. But I'm doing okay. Just like you said, man, I ain't gonna lie. The first 2 months of this year was kicking my ass. Shout out to all the women's. It's Women History Month. You feel me? Let's clap it up for them. Shout out to all the women out here. Your contributions doesn't go unnoticed. You feel me? Also it's my guy's birthday month, so we about to turn up. You feel me? The big fucking vibes. But yeah. I ain't gonna lie. This start of this year is not on my favorite, but I'm powering through it. We're gonna keep going forward. I'm excited. You feel me? I got my therapist appointment tomorrow, so it's Liddy's.
Shout out Dr. Asia Jones.
Come on now. Yeah, and I'm ready to pod. Ready? We got a lot of topics today, so
yeah, we gonna have to fly through some of these, but we here for y'all. We gonna get it done in an hour plus. We got you.
All right, so let's start it off real quick. We got to give it up to Kai Cenat, man, a Bronx excellent, man. He just became the #1 Twitch streamer in the world with over 300K subscribers.
Yes, Mr. Cenat, man. I ain't gonna front.
And also,
I'm not big on the Twitch. I'm not big on the streaming, but I know who Kai is, and I've seen like the TikTok algorithms pushing him out. Seen him on Instagram. Just paying attention to his personality. He just did a GQ spread a couple months ago I paid attention to. So, like, definitely shout out to that young man for making shit happen out of nothing. So, we really think about what streaming is. You're really just letting people observe you in your element, no matter if you, like, jazz it up or not. So, for him to do this and push it to becoming the #1 streamer on the #1, like, streaming platform, fucking amazing. So, shout out to him.
Too, because the top 3 was all white folks.
It was, like, Ninja was, like, and 2 other.
Lurid, and some other fat dude. I don't know. But the thing about it was so crazy was Ninja was number one just playing Fortnite. He wasn't really doing anything. Ludwig, kind of do a little interaction, but Kai Cenat did a whole subathon for the whole month, for the whole Black History Month, where every single day he streamed, and I'm talking about 24/7. Did not turn off. You saw him sleep, you saw him shower, you saw him, and every day he had a different activity. He had a lot of famous people stop by, like Mario, G Herbo, Emily Chopper, and also he had a lot of Black content creators. Shout out to Deshaun Frost, DDG, Dub, and also he had some of his homies, Punga. If you're familiar with his content, you know about Punga, Ty Lil, and Diz. But I've been a fan of Kai because he's half Haitian, so you already know what it is. I gotta support my Haitian content creators out here. You feel me? I've been a fan of him since he, when he was in college for a little bit in Mooresville, when he was over here doing those little ding dong dick pranks. So if you ain't familiar, he was one of the first content creators that was doing that little ding dong ditch type prank videos on YouTube. So he got popping over that, but then he joined up in Atlanta with A&P, with a content group, and they started making dope content. So salute to you, brother. You deserve it, bruh. Black excellent, man. And on Black History Month, the last day too. So that's dope.
Big facts, big facts. Shout out to you, Mr. Cenat.
All right, man. So we're going to breeze through these topics because we got a lot. Now, your man's Kanye might be back with Adidas. I think, they losing money off of Ivy Park. You feel me? They about to lose 200 mil, and they about to lose a lot of billion or two off of their partnership with Yeezy. So look like those comments that he made before, I don't think they really care about it too much.
Well, first of all, cancel culture is not real. And secondly, the rumor is not for any new drops. It's essentially they had about $500 million worth of product stashed that they couldn't sell. Like once they released them, they couldn't drop it. So it's just like, all right, do you eat that? They were already supposed to, like you said, losing money off Ivy Park, losing money off of, delayed or postponed or canceled Yeezy sales. And this might sound like hate, but it's not. Adidas, outside of their brand partnerships, like they struck it hot for a while. The NMD, the Human Races, Yeezy, the thought of Ivy Park. They have some original silhouettes that are really nice. But in terms of
the track pants, the track
pants,
I never know how to pronounce it. The climate cool shit.
I mean, you got cool shit, but it's like, is that high fashion or is that clouded fashion or is that just like, all right, it's a go-to pair of sweats? Think about it. You gotta think about trends versus like what is cool and what is just like good quality shit. Like nobody says they're gonna buy Gap jeans, but we all know if you need a pair of sturdy jeans that's not gonna break the bank, you can go to Gap and get those. You feel me?
Or Banana Republic.
Or something. But that's all Gap. Gap owns all of that. We really think about it. You think about Adidas, it's like Yeezy really took them over the top, and then that whole comfort lifestyle kind of shoe, they had the Jerry Lorenzo was designing, so they had them rocking the Samba joints. Then they had what's it called, the NMDs again, like all these great shoes and silhouettes, but they all kind of follow that same Yeezy model. That was all like in the same family. So NMDs, they mass produced them to the point where they kind of became a regular shoe. Human Races, after those initial couple drops for Pharrell, they started doing too much with the colorways. You still got a couple classic pairs. You can get you a pair of Samba. It's like there's some niche pairs that's like, okay, it's cool. It's not like OD top fashion, but you're not making $1 billion worth back of lost revenue. You feel me?
Yeah. They the reported number is $1.3 billion on unsold Yeezys.
But on the year, think about that. On top of the other financial losses you're taking. So it's really just like a handshake. I think that he gets like 30%. He gets some crazy royalty or like 12%. It might be 12. 30 might be high, but like 12 to 15%.
Now I have a question for you. Now, with Yeezy being the way he is now, he's been out of the media with his wife. Now, if they probably not this year, probably by next year, if he stays on this road where he doesn't really interact with the public or do anything outlandish again, do you think they might be like, because they coming out with one of the Yeezy, I think it's a black Yeezy that everybody is gunning for. So they about to make some wild bread with the first releases. You don't think in Pop City in a year or so, they see how good shit is, and Yeezy's on his best behavior, do you think they might do a deal?
Yeah. I think it's in there. I think as long as he stays out of, let's keep it a stack. This might not go well. The only reason that it became as big a deal as it was. Not saying that he wasn't wrong in some of the things that he said, but the reason it became a big deal was the group of people he spoke about and the amount of power and influence that they have in the media. So it was like, until something was done, we were going to hear about it. You feel me? It wasn't like a black or a brown issue in the sense that, like, people say racist shit all the time and you might get a slap on the wrist or, like, you know, we'll cancel you for a little while as long as you're not making us money. You feel me? It was like he was deliberately being disobedient, deliberately being an asshole, and deliberately targeting a group of people who, like, you know, again, are, and I'm not trying to be like, we're not spewing any anti-Semitism, but it's like, who are traditionally known to be in very high places of power. They own the factories.
And side note, it doesn't help that Adidas and Puma was founded by the Nazis or has Nazis origins.
Nazi ties, etc. Yeah. Right? So in that respect, it was like, yeah, you're there's no way, if you're talking about the owner of the company and public perception, which is really the key to any brand moving. If the public does not fuck with you, you're not moving no matter how great quality your shit is, right? So in the public, they made the public think, hey, he's fucking up. We got to cut ties with this guy real quick. You feel me? The public is fickle. Time heals all wounds. He didn't murder anybody. And again, $1.3 billion. Fuck out of here. When we're about to take a whole $1 billion loss in 1 quarter, not even a year, a quarter. Yeah, they're gonna be back with that, man. And then think about it. With a lot of trends, something that happens is that they mass produce it or they do things too long. And then what do? This break made them breathe on easy for a little while. So that first pair back, if they picked the right colorway, that motherfucker might hit. And remember, before he got in trouble, what was going crazy? The Yeezy boots, fucking vintage, the slides, everything that's hit now. Because you just say, all right, as soon as he went out, the Salehi Bembre, the Crocs that got the fingerprint design, them shits went crazy. Now he's about to drop a slide. So now you got the Crocs competition. You got again the net sneakers still was a thing, but you talking about those big ass boots he was wearing when he was performing with Drake. Now what you got, the Mischief big red boot now. So you got something
and
else.
Also you see the influence. You see those like you said, those big ass Dora the Explorer boots. Everybody, that's basically a Yeezy design.
Yeezy, let's say Yeezy influence. But think about it. You can imagine if he has designs and ideas like that. Like, oh, y'all letting other people do this shit. We could have did this. And it's like, no matter how crazy the design looks at first, because again, time you're not used to something, you're going to say it's crazy. Or you're wilding. Or what are you doing? Or this is different.
Now, you know what I'm actually surprised of? I'm actually surprised that the Beyonce shit is not selling.
I'm not.
When I heard women talk about it, it's supposed to be athleisure, but you can't wear it every single day. And it
wasn't marketed strong. It was marketed off of her name. Kanye West is a designer. And prior to his Yeezy deal, we had his Nike deal, we had his Louis Vuitton deal, and whatever Kanye West wore a pair of Nike outlet $65 Air Max like 27 somethings. And they were literally on sale for like $60. And he wore them and them shit sold out. Like I was watching them shit, they was in my cart for months back in like 2014. And I was like, yeah, nah. And then he poured them shits and I bought them. Everybody bought them. You feel me? So it's like with Beyonce, the talent is there, but brand deals aren't just based off of talent. What is it looking like? Like Yeezys was a street culture phenomenon, and he built through different partnerships to show, hey, this is what I do. I wear this. You guys can style it. We're not seeing Beyonce tour in Ivy Park. We're not seeing Beyonce wear. Beyonce's kind of, I don't want to say a recluse, but you don't really see her in public like that. And when you do, it's not in Ivy Park. You're not seeing celebrities. You know, she was sending celebrities like the girls Ivy Park, but did you ever see anybody wear it outside? I'm not going front. I got an Ivy Park piece. It was a gift. Shorty got it for me. It's a nice ass red hoodie. Great fucking quality. Amazing quality. $100 hoodie though. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, but where am I wear it to? And if I do wear it, who the fuck's going to know it's Ivy Park? You can't even sell it as her shit. Like there's nothing distinctive about it. So there's nothing distinctive. It's not popping in the streets. And the farthest that it went was that initial drop. And I don't think I've ever seen sneakers. I don't want to go as far as say there's no such thing as a female sneakerhead, because there definitely are great girls that are killing it in the sneaker game. But it's like, it wasn't even tailored towards them. It was tailored towards the masses without direction and without the proper backing behind it. If you got Ivy Park, that's no slide. You bought it because you liked it. That's fine. But it was never promoted in the right way.
So you hear that, Beehive?
Don't do that.
Spending $700, $800, $900 on them tickets. Take a little one or two and go buy some stuff. You feel me?
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Like fuck it. They bought what they like. I ain't mad at that.
All right, man. All right. You know what concert I missed out on? I didn't even know he was on tour yet. The Vision concert. Man.
That's my guy. That's my fucking guy.
Oh man. But he bringing R&B back now. He got niggas going through it with their girls and everything, Brody. All right. So if you didn't know, Division was in New York about a week or so ago.
Terminal 5. You know,
being a regular R&B nigga, you have some girls on stage showing you some love. I heard nigga had baby oil and other shit in the back. You feel me? So apparently one of them girls was up there shaking her ass, you know, showing Division a little bit of love.
Nah, you got to add the proper context. If you haven't heard, I think I played it on the podcast. Division has a song called "Touch It, Do It Well" Part 4.
You want to cue it up while I talk about the tweet real quick?
I just want people to understand. Division has been a problem. I know some people, he's not everybody's favorite artist. My man has some records, and this is "Touch It" Part 4. All the touches go up, and it actually has a viral TikTok challenge right now. So I'm gonna pull the song about B Keep Talking, but just know when the song drop, you won't know what type of time it was. But go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
So yes. So the girl went up stage. So there was a video of her. So apparently, it's not her boyfriend because she says she's single. Apparently, one of her dudes that she probably might be entertaining was like, "Yo, you really on stage dancing on, dude? That's how you giving it up?" And she made that declaration like, "I'm single." And you know what he did? Because you know he had like a VIP package. So shorty, so after the concert, the next day, he took some fans to get some tattoos, and he pulled up with the flowers and tattooed the Division logo on shorty, bro.
I'll play the song while niggas take we down 50 after that. Yo, here's the
all over you.
Record's a bop. That's
what?
Record's a bop. But
and she said, wait, this is exactly what he said. Guess you had fun shaking your ass on the dude who was performing. He didn't even want to say the Division's name. Oh, I know you hurt, son. I see you in the gym, Brody. You know when niggas get hurt, they got to go to the gym and go and work out.
But she was respectful. She was respectful. She cropped his name out and shit. She ain't tag him or nothing. But nah, and it's like, it's fire. Like, that shit is funny to me. Like, especially because it's not your girl. Niggas be feeling so entitled. People feel entitled to other people. I'm gonna say it's a nigga thing. People feel entitled like, yo, we're not together.
Nah, but niggas do. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This is one time you can shit on niggas. Niggas be territorial but don't want to give relationship titles to bitches. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna be territorial and you not go give her a title? Nah, keep your pussy on park while I'm out here slinging dick.
It was mad funny because niggas was really butthurt. Like, they was a nigga that sent the text and her messages. I was like, yo, bro, it's not that deep. Like, she was at a concert.
But we all been there, though. You know, you've been at a spot. You see the shorty that you try to talk to, and she over here just throwing ass.
Trying to talk to her. I'm talking to her.
What's a good twerk song? What's a good, like, matter of fact, not been a twerk song.
It's not twerk.
A Jamaican song. A Vibe Cartel, like Bicycle.
Wildin' Out.
What? Or she get daggered. Come on,
the dagger don't really.
You see your crush get daggered, my nigga. You gon'
that's different than my crush is. That means what if she know she's my crush? If she doesn't know I'm there. I'm talking. What if she's like, I'm talking. Right now, you want to set the scenario. What if it's like your joint that you actually, like you said, you taking it down. Y'all sleeping together. Y'all having fun. Y'all hang out. Y'all go on dates, which is just not your girl. So she in the club and then that shit come on, and now she just whining on some other light skinned nigga. You just like, whoa, bitch, wait a minute, hold on, what the fuck?
You just gonna really let this nigga doggy like dry hump you out here?
Like, it's different if it's your girl. It's like, I'll punch you in your fucking face right here. Like, I'm going to jail. But
like, have some decorum.
Like, yeah, it's
have
like
some decorum.
Like, what you talking about? Like, you better give him the little stush wine and move it on one verse. Because it was funny.
And don't look back at it too. Yo, shout out to the shorties who look back at it with the wine though. When shorty look back at it, you have that eye connection.
So you're gonna tell Mystery Babe, don't look back at it as you applaud. This is the problem. This is why we get in fucking trouble, because we always want other girls that's not our girl to do some shit, and then when our girl do it, we be mad as fuck. Like, bitch, not you.
Nah. Quick question. This is off the docket. Now, you in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Now, is your shorty allowed to whine on niggas if she go out and party?
What the fuck you mean? What you talking about? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why not you gonna warn me? You gonna just throw that shit up there?
No, because some
niggas is,
we didn't even talk about it. But this past weekend was the
carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of girls who had niggas throwing it back in certain videos. Shout out to my niggas who got me and their close friends. I ain't snitching. I was like, I know shorty has a man. She over here throwing it back in them little outfits, and there's straight cheeks. I
mean, but you know what the difference with Carnival is? Definitely a cultural thing, so I can't really feel too much of a way about it. And it's not like it's sensual in a sense. It's like you fun shaking ass, you with your friends. Like you might get, like I said, it's really a one verse rule as long as you're not wilding. And I think for me too, like if Ashley's is out, all right, relax, calm down a little bit. Like understand that.
No slow wine. That's my number one rule. No slow wine.
I think that it comes down to respect on both sides. Like I'm not gonna tell you can't do nothing. I'm like, you respect me. If you know I wouldn't like something, I would expect. Like say you would expect me not to do something. You feel me? But at the same point,
but hold on. I would agree with my shorty if she told me not to do no slow wine. Now if they play Moving Mountains, I got that penis for your vagina.
That's self-control though. Like you can have as much fun as you want, but it's like at a point it is self-control. It's like, all right, cool. Like, all right, it's my shit. I'm gonna dance. You know, because it's like you don't want to tell somebody how to have fun. But at the same point, it's like, yo, just respect me. You know what I like. You know it's okay. Because you know what? If we gonna keep it a stack, it really be niggas. Niggas going to get away with what a girl lets them get away with. So like, if I feel like if niggas is out here on some wild shit, they see you wild, they gonna assume you food and they starving. You feel me?
Yo, back in the days, niggas was trying to finger shorties during them shits.
Yo, real shit.
It was wild times back then.
But it's definitely it's a level of respect though. Just like, yo, have fun, do your thing. Like I don't want to see it. If I see it, like if one of your homegirls is dumb enough to post it, then we might have like, look, bitch, I said have fun. I didn't say.
But you know, as a guy though, back in the days when we went to parties, you know, after you get that good wine, you try to talk to shorty right after though, or you try to get a level 3.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is she really giving a good wine, or you thirsty? You feel me? Difference. It's like if she's really out there trying to break you and shit, or like like wild out.
Oh, niggas like, could be delusional.
Yeah,
you know how girls be delusional that niggas gonna make her the girlfriend. Niggas be delusional like this that bitch, one wine.
This bitch loved me. She looked at me one time, y'all. Sometimes they just want to make sure you're not ugly. I just don't. I personally don't want to see it. Have fun. Do your thing. Don't wild out. I'll be like, so many goddamn cameras outside now. I don't want, like, God forbid, I see that shit on the timeline. Like, bitch, is that you?
And if your friends record it, keep it on the close friends. And I better not be in the close friends. Keep it. Have some decorum. Don't let have some decorum. That's it. Just have some decorum.
Don't let your friends. No, just don't hang out. Don't go with your stupid friends. Just be like, all right, have fun. Turn up. That's my thing. I'm not really mad at it.
They only have stupid friends, but that's a different topic.
That's what it is. But yeah, nah. Like I said, it's different. But first, especially like if I'm in the spot, like don't get crazy. Like I'm not. I've been in situations. She's tried to set me up. I ain't gonna say her full name, but she's tried to set me up, nigga. I've been in parties. Girls been dancing, or like sometimes like y'all be standing like in a position where like a girl or dude might not see you with the person or whatever. Like you give each other like. We not super PDA, and girls will be looking and trying to dance. I'm like, no thank you. Like, you could dance with. I'm like, I've seen this. She don't understand it. Fellas, tell me if I'm bugging. Y'all can hit me in the comments. Your girl tell you could dance with another girl in the party. You gonna do it? Hell fucking no. I'd be like, nah, it's okay.
Because if you hold her waist, if you even like, even if you touch her, if you even try to even handle the booty even a little bit, so you was just over here just manhandling her ass, nigga. Ain't shit, nigga. I knew you wanted to fuck that bitch. Why she start going in?
Boy, I was like, yeah, nah, I don't play. I was like, I'm cool, cause ain't no way you gonna be like, can I dance with him? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why we gotta do with this? But nah, carry on.
But we got some NBA All-Star. We didn't talk about it last week. Shit was basuda. You feel me? You let a white boy save the weekend on Black History Month. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself over here.
Definitely.
What's your thoughts?
Sad vibes. Shout out Matt McClung. I knew he was gonna win. That boy been throwing down crazy dunks since I was in like grad school and shit.
So, but you will know a little bit more about him. He was in the G League, and they just promoted him up so he could do the contest, right?
Now, he was actually going to be in the contest regardless of whether he was in the G League or not. He was the first G Leaguer ever invited to the dunk contest, so he was going to be in it regardless. But honestly, if we're being correct, if Mac McClung was 4 inches taller, he'd be a starter in the NBA, or he'd be a role player. He'd be Austin Reeves with the jump with bungees. He can shoot, he could pass a little bit. He's just not a great defender. He's one of those guys who's like, you could take him and put him in any other league besides the NBA, and he would be a bucket. He's a bucket. But it's like, what else do you do? What's your role since you're not going to be the feature player? He's been good since college and high school.
And side note, what the fuck is that nigga from the New York Knicks was doing in that dunk contest, my nigga?
He has a 50-inch vert. Like, he jumps, his chin goes above the rim, but he's just not creative, which is fine. He's making money.
He did the same dunk twice, but the second time he pulled out a paper and put out a 50. You didn't get the 50 on the first dunk. Why would you bring the paper there to do the same dunk? I was like, you embarrassed the fuck out of New York.
I think his thought process was to do the same dunk with 2 arms just to show his height on his vert, but it didn't make sense. I give you on that. That was bad.
Niggas don't do the honey dip dunk no more like that, my nigga. That shit not even popular in NBA Live anymore, my nigga.
I don't think NBA Live is popular anymore, but that was
exactly. Because the nigga was making it seem like he did something amazing, and he pulled out that paper. I'm like,
if he would have did like some behind the back into a honey dip, like behind the back or windmill into a honey dip, that would have been fire. But that wasn't it. You're right. And then the game was just a glorified layup line.
Let's be honest though. The All-Star game, it was competitive a few years ago. Niggas now ain't doing shit.
Niggas didn't want to be in Utah. There was no bad bitches in Utah. Let's keep it a stack. There was no bad bitches in Utah. There was nothing.
What you talking about? They got the Mormon bitches out there. Them bitches will take at least 4, 5, 6 of them down, my nigga. That's 3 threes make 9.
3 threes do make a 9. That sounds like a never mind. Anyway, but nah, there was nothing to do. They said the town shuts down at like 9:00 or something. Like they were bored. They wanted to get the fuck out of town. I've never seen an All-Star game play with such little defense. Like they were literally just rim running the whole game and shooting jump shots. And it was only interesting when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown went 1-on-1. That was it. So I think like have it in more fun cities. I know other teams deserve to have an All-Star game. Like I get it 100%, but you're going to take players on their quote unquote break and tell them that this is where they're going to go for the All-Star game. I'm bored. I'm they're out of obligation, not because I want to be. You feel me?
And you have that nasty ass man Karl Malone out here impregnating 13-year-olds over here.
Yo, the funniest part was that boy when they asked somebody really, I appreciate somebody me to ask him about it. He's like, well, it's my personal life. I'm not going to sit here and talk to y'all about that. Nigga, the story is disgusting. It's horrendous. Not only were you 20 and impregnated a 13-year-old, after they said they wasn't going to have you arrested because you were going to the NBA, they said they wasn't going to ruin your career thinking you were going to help the family, you still disown the kid and then get to know the kid.
Then you come at 17, you're already a man now. I can't be your father. Nigga, you have the nerve to come check me at 17 and then tell me that you still not going to try to even build a bond with me, nigga? Boy. No wonder why he's been in hiding after he retired.
Well, he's also one of those weird woodsman ass niggas. So it doesn't surprise me that he was 20 interested in like children. There's definitely given very much 19.
But shout out to his son though. He actually spent a couple seasons in NFL, so he did some good thing.
That's offending.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what? It was even on the docket, but we're gonna talk about Deion Sanders because this is the type of stuff that Deion Sanders said that's build character. A nigga that comes from a single parent household,
Oh, that was good. That was a good.
Got to make it for his mama. This is exactly what Bill Dog. Look, he got into the NFL because of that adversity. You feel me? What you thoughts on the Deion Sanders comment?
Like we said in I think that's how a lot of coaches feel. I think Deion is going to be under the microscope because he's so charismatic as a coach. He's already built a platform for himself. Everything that is right and wrong with college football that he agrees with is going to be under a microscope. The fact that he left,
I don't like that.
The fact that he left the HBCU to go coach a predominantly white institution that was ass and took his influence and money there, that was under the microscope. Same thing with these comments. Is it wrong?
So I want to say the comments just so people understand. So he said that for his quarterback, he looks for a 2-parent household, 3.5 GPA, leadership skills. But for a defensive end, he prefers a kid from a single parent household, barely making it, on free lunch, and who's hungry and trying to get out of poverty. Now, I have 2 things. What he said is not wrong. We hear this a lot. If you talk to a lot of people who in the NBA, NFL, you're going to hear a lot of people who come from that and they have that hunger to make it out and to provide a better lifestyle for their family. So people act, my whole thing is I don't like that people try to have that morality stuff. Like we don't hear people take pride into that. And also I don't like how us black folks internalize that. In his comment, he did not mention race at all. But what happened on Twitter was a lot of people internalize it and try to make it a race thing, which I was like, bro, why do you feel like when you hear single parent household poverty and everything, you automatically attribute it to black folks? Yes, granted, due to the history and what the government has done, you can make definitely a claim, but I just don't like that we internalize that and try to make that our identity. Why our identity can't be the 2-parent household? We just had Jalen Hurts come from a 2-parent household in NFL.
And
you got Patrick Holmes, you got other people. So it's not like there's no example of those quarterbacks that are black that come from the 3.5 GPAs or leaders. So why do you automatically attribute that defensive end player for black?
I think, like you said, there's definitely a lot of self-internalization. And even so, he was talking about black people. He's not the first one. That's why I didn't take it as hard as a lot of people did. I think that we see the charismatic black people that get to positions of power. We want them to automatically change the system when following the system is really what allowed them to get to these positions. So, and he might be able to elevate some of those single parent, if it is black, white, Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever, right? You feel me? At the same point, we just got, like I said, I'm not going to penalize him for everything wrong with a specific system. You feel me? Let's let him do his thing. Like I'm not.
And also, and shout out to his son Dion. I'm saying this dude Bucky. He does the channel for Well Off Media. He does like a daily vlog of what's going on in Colorado right now. This is exactly what he wants. The DE. That's the only thing that's missing, and that's the only thing that's kind of stopping him from being that powerful school. Because he has the cornerbacks, he has the wide receiver. His son is the quarterback. He doesn't have those 4 defensive end players to really make it a run for the championship that first year, and that's what a lot of analysts are saying. That's why Colorado has to give him at least a 3-year
window
trial before they cut the cord off. Because if you don't have in college football, if you don't have those 4 monsters on the defensive line, you ain't going nowhere.
That's a fact. But then even doubling back down to your comments about single mothers, Bernice Burgos was out on the prowl again. See how I did that there? That was a good one.
Oh, that's a good transition. That's a good transition,
right? Going back to after All-Star break, and single mom Bernice Burgos was spotted out with All-Star reserve Jalen Brown of the Boston Celtics. And this would not be anything crazy, an NBA player with a former video chick turned Instagram model. However, in this current
She's
space,
a grandma.
She's a grandma. She is 42 years old, and Jalen Brown is 26. What are your thoughts, B. Breezy?
Oh man, where's the outrage? Because wasn't you girls over here going crazy for niggas dating younger chicks? Oh, you shouldn't be dating no girl 10 years younger. Oh, you grooming them, manipulation. Oh my God, where's this outrage for Bernice Burgos? She's a grandma, almost 2 decades older than this guy. Where's the outrage, Slick?
Yo, I wasn't mad. I was like, yeah.
Oh, no, mad. Jalen Brown, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Not in the sense of like
she fire. She fire.
Not, but in the sense of like, yo, what is she? My thought was like, yo, what does she have to offer a man her age? What man in her age bracket or as making the money at that age wants to deal with? Wants to deal with her, and not in the sense of like demeaning her or anything. Like, there's nothing wrong with what she's doing, but it's like you offer your body to the internet, which is nothing. That's your thing, right? I don't not to say that I don't know if she can cook, clean, this, that, and the third, but it's like you get your own bread. I don't want to deal with the headache of dealing with you. Sometimes that's what it comes off as. Like, it's cool. Jalen Brown is 26. He's young. He's a millionaire. He's very intelligent, very wise beyond his years. And I'm not going to front. When you young and getting it, sometimes you want an older joint. And of all the old joints to get, Bernice is not a bad old joint to have.
But you know what? But you hear it a lot though. You hear women saying, older women, especially I talk to a lot of older women. They say like, the young niggas, the young whippersnappers.
You fucking old hoes?
I want to though. They show you a little thing. You feel me? They groom you out here. I heard this best analogy. They treat you like one of those, what you call those houses in Brooklyn again? Brownstones. They kind of they renovate you and send you out there for your bitches. So they be saying, tell your new bitch to send them an invoice. You feel me? So shout out to them. But you hear them talk about the young whippersnappers got the energy. They bring such a vibe. But I'm like, it's okay for you guys, but when we have a preference or we prefer that because we feel like the young girls provide that energy and that youthfulness and they just have that agreeableness. It's us being them being impressionable. It's us manipulating them. It is us.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think in both respects, I think when men do it, it's fucking disgusting. Absolutely, because if like the 40, like the we had the 42-year-old and the 20-year-old girl, like she was like niggas be getting like fresh, like she was 17 yesterday. That's the type of girls they be pulling up.
Oh
with.
yeah, no, that no. But by the way, I don't agree with that.
I know I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying for the discussion's sake, like niggas, she just was 17 yet last week, and now that's your girl. You feel me? And that means you was probably.
But I'm also talking about like the nigga get the 22-year-olds because I think that's
like a 35
statistically.
I think
the niggas like the 21.
But then you think about, especially. And this is even a black thing. It's like a old, like it'd be the white niggas. Like, isn't Captain America dating a girl that's
white
Captain
America? People been doing this shit forever. Leo DiCaprio. As soon as that
but nigga, Captain America's
off.
Isn't Captain America's girlfriend like 12 years younger than him and shit? I think it's just like you look up Chris Evans. His current girlfriend is a lot younger than him. Like I'm not even trying. Like it's not besmirching nobody's name, but it's like it's weird. Like I can't imagine doing that. Even if I was single today, I don't know how young I would date or how old like I would date, but I can't say I would be like in that 22 and under range. I don't even like. I think 25 would have to be the cutoff to take somebody seriously. You feel me? Yeah, like I think it's weird. I think for older women that do it, if it's just fucking cool, and like I said, if nigga, like I think like that, you shouldn't be fucking with anybody that hasn't fully developed. Like 26 to 42. She's
25 and he's 41.
16 years.
Hey, that's the same age with Brezzy Slick, 16-year gap.
But is Chris Evans just fucking her?
No, they've been together for over a year.
All right, that's a relationship. Jaylen Brown and Bernice could be done next week. They could have been fucking. They could have been having the time.
But now whose fault is that though?
I'm just saying, niggas be white
because I could Bernice Burke. I mean, she might still be delusional, but I could tell her like, yo, homie not gonna marry you.
Okay, that's fine. What is her at 42? Guys, he got millions, but other than outside of his money, she's getting her own money. She has her own crib. She has her own shit.
But these young girls are bosses now. They're entrepreneurs.
Not all of them.
They making bank over OnlyFans.
Okay, but are all them OnlyFans models? Some of them work at fucking Bank of America as a teller.
Hey, don't shout to the tellers though.
It's not. It's not a disparaging comment. I'm saying some of them have regular 9 to 5 or haven't even established a career, and they got these older niggas, and it's like they not just fucking them.
But that's been the norm though. But we've been in high school, we've been in college where women was dating niggas way older than them.
Does that make it right?
Also, it was lame in high school. Y'all niggas was lame.
Sounds corny. Sounds really corny.
Yeah, because my high school was on a college campus. And I always saw them niggas pull up in their car. I'm like, nigga, you are in college. Why are you talking to a sophomore or junior? Like, nigga, let us have them, my nigga. Go talk to some college girls over there, my nigga. Especially when I went to college and I realized girls was giving it up. Like, nigga, you fucking with high schoolers?
Because it's impressive. But think of also, all right, so you want to play that role. Think about college. How many seniors was on freshman dorms, at freshman day to help the girls move in? How many seniors was fucking freshmen? Because it's
even worse. I don't want to put that out there. Shout out to them alumni niggas who come back on homecoming weekend being nasty.
But it's for lack of better words, it's easy. It's not much work that has to get put in. That's why I said, at least for like like I said, the woman most times she's not looking for the young, unless you like on some Brittany Renner shit. I mean, that's probably fucked up to say. But
you don't think if Bernice Burgos, I don't want to put she can still have a kid at her age.
She's rich. She can do whatever she wants.
She ain't trying to. You don't think she probably might?
Oh, to get the check forever. I mean, she got the forever BBL body done. So who knows? She could. I'm not saying she would.
But we hear. But when Brittany Renner went to, speaking of Deion Sanders, when Brittany Renner went to Jackson State to give that, she said that a lot of girls her age were going to them college games already, prepping them niggas already. So when they make it to the league, they will get at them and trap them. So it is a tactic too. So
it absolutely
I 100% agree with you. Niggas is nasty, but hey, we gotta give the same treatment.
The game
to
is all
because there's certain women.
The game is all fucked up. I'm just saying, an old bitch is trying to get her rocks off. Does not make me mad. It's like, cool, old bitch, do your thing. Pop that pussy for a young nigga. Like what Lala said, she was mad because all the young niggas just wanted to fuck her. Yes, because nobody in your age group wants is like trying to deal with that. You are established. And it sounds fucked up, but it's the truth. Nobody in your age group want to deal with that headache.
And the side note, your show ain't popping unless Lala titties is in it. All right, putting that out there right now. Your show ain't popping if Lala titties ain't and sex scene ain't happening.
We have seen Lala's titties and ass cheeks in every show she's been in. That's fire. Shout out to you too, mama. But it's definitely one of those things where it's like, yo, nobody like. What do men and women have to think about it? A lot of times, the niggas that play or the people that play down, nobody in their bracket is checking for them no more. They done played out that role.
You know, I heard this a lot on TikTok, and once again, I don't agree with this stance, but a lot of niggas mess with younger girls because they're not tainted. They feel like girls their age or older.
I mean, they
went through. Huh?
They been ran through?
I don't want to say ran through.
I'll say they feel like they've been ran through. All right.
Yeah. So, but they're not even ran through, but they're jaded. So some of them already kind of hate men. They don't, they have their feelings about that. But you have this young girl who doesn't really have that jadedness to her. So it's easier to get along with than a shorty your age. That's their stance.
And I don't know. The one situation I could think of where I dated a girl younger than me by like 3 years, or like just had we was cool as fuck. It didn't have like nothing like that. It was like we was super cool. I would say her energy was definitely lively enough, but I wouldn't say that like, like I was saying, with easier for. I feel like it's different things. Y'all in different worlds. I feel like, so how you gonna say it's easy when what the fuck do y'all talk about? You feel me?
That's a good thing. You don't talk about, you just do.
All right, moving on.
All right, let's go. Ja Morant. I just wanted to put this on the docket because the recent report came out that during the summer, during the off season, on his home, he repeatedly punched a kid in the face and then pulled out a gun allegedly. Ja Morant, bro. Even if, I don't think it's true, and then he already had a little incident where one of his friends pointed a gun and one of his other friends got banned from Memphis Grizzly game. Yo, Ja, I don't think you're trying to be a gangster. I don't think you're trying to be this thug or anything. I think highly of you, but bro, you are becoming a superstar in this league. Pay attention to all the superstars. Pay attention to Curry. Pay attention to LeBron. There's a reason why LeBron, like a couple months ago, made a comment like, yo, I wish that the limelight wasn't on me because, I wanted to be a regular person. But he understands the sacrifice that comes with being a star. And I think you need to take a page out of that and reevaluate the circles that you have, and also think of what's the end goal for you or what's the future will hold. Because right now you're trying to be young and stuff, and you setting yourself up for failure. What's your thoughts? Like,
I was gonna be a dickhead and say fuck that nigga because he just be doing some dickhead shit on the court that I just don't fuck with. But yeah, you never want to see a young man get in trouble and make poor choices. I think you got to remember, just because you're from a small town and you're not used to that level of success and like notoriety, some of this fake gangster shit you need to realize. And even if you really feel like that's your life, he's giving Malik right vibes from the game, the early seasons of the game. I'm getting that. But like, you just got your shoe deal, just got your max contract. You're literally, like you said,
over 300 mil.
Like you said, he's becoming one of the face of the league. Like his impact, when you think about his impact on the game, like he had all them fucking kids grittying last year and shit. Like all the shit he was doing, he's a personality. And I think, like you said, you can't don't fuck up the bag, young man. The opportunity, there's a lot of talented niggas that got ran out the league because they was doing stupid shit. They will give you your money and say thank you very much.
And then the thing about it also too is like already reports is coming that the mother of the child that he reportedly punched made a lot of lawsuits back in the days, and she lost a lot. So hey, this can be a clout maneuver, but that's the thing about it too, Ja, is bro, you're a superstar now. You gotta watch yourself. There's a lot of clout demons. That's why I said look at LeBron. The only thing that you really had to say about LeBron is his decision to go to Miami. Outside of that,
and that was all professional, nothing
professional.
On the side, on the side too,
he made a lot of sacrifice.
On the side too. You a superstar, but y'all ain't one shit. Y'all niggas need to calm the fuck down. I'm about sick of these little niggas, boy. Nah,
Dylan Brooks dressing up like Stone Cold Steve Austin, my nigga.
That bum ass nigga, bro. I get it. Analytics, you're a great defender, but the way you be talking, popping shit, like I know you need to edge, my nigga. Like y'all have not done shit. Y'all won 2 games against Golden State, and y'all act like y'all won the fucking finals. Y'all be saying, I'm not worried. I seen that boy Slim Reaper in the 35 out west about to bust that ass. I'm just saying, if they win, they get to a conference finals, cool. Pop all the shit you want. Y'all niggas is talking like y'all did something. What, is it because none of y'all was supposed to be here? So y'all want to, like, I get it. Act like you've been here before, niggas. Act like y'all. It's just so frustrating. Yeah, I'm like, yo, y'all even got my boy Jaren Jackson Jr. He came into the league smiling. Now even he talking shit. I'm like, come on, guys. We're better than this. I can't root for y'all.
Shout out to him though. He had a monster block the other day, yo.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, bro, you got to understand. And also, I kind of, the dad got a. I know, dad be loving the attention.
The message is act like you've been here before. Don't fuck it up. Don't be. You've done nothing. You made it. Congratulations. There's so much more you can. I won't say you've done nothing, but and professionally you have done nothing. And
now, speaking of acting like you've been here before, I just want to briefly touch on the Jalen Carter situation. This is one of the top NFL prospect for this year's draft, and he was involved in a fatal car crash. Technically, they saying that he didn't have nothing to do with it, but he was racing against these people, and one of them ended up crashing, and 2 people passed away, and other people was injured. So RIP to them, and sending the condolences to the family. But once again, you young niggas are going to play yourself out of your position, bro. You already know you won back-to-back championship with Georgia. Why the fuck are you racing, bro? Why are you even thinking of racing? Y'all niggas need to smarten up and understand, y'all not untouchable out here. And I think, you know what? And I understand because, as a teenager, you thought you were a superhero. Superman, you thought you was invincible, thought you couldn't get touched. But, y'all niggas is playing yourself out of pocket over here, and y'all going to fuck up. Now teams are not even looking at him now because now they got to wait to see what's the final verdict on this situation. Because he got caught with speeding tickets before, so this is not the first time he got caught racing.
It's the NFL, niggas forgiving league. He be alright.
All right, but we've been taking a long time. Let's go to Jake Paul. You lost
by split decision.
What's your thoughts on that, real quick?
Split decision means like there was probably some point deduction there. He did lose. It's on his record. He also made $30 million off of it. And he's got a rematch clause, so they're gonna fight again. And I think that
I don't like you trying to blame Drake though.
Drake
curse out.
The Drake curse be real sometimes, but no, I think it's just like I said. It happens. I think boxing is a sport that like you can prepare as much as you want, but if you're not feeling good or like you have a bad day, like it really comes down to that. You could have every trick, every skill in the book. It's really mental toughness, endurance. Tommy Fury's an actual trained fighter. Like
Now, I think this is a conspiracy. I think this is part of a larger plan. I think the reason why he wanted to, I think he might have lost this battle because it's going to build it up for not only a rematch, but it also kills the narrative for him when he wins future fights. Because he was on a killing winning streak, especially against former fighters, and a lot of people thought the shit was rigged. Now that he lost, niggas can't use that option no more, and it set up more fights in the future. Because he called out Canelo. So that's kind of like one of the biggest fights that he might try to get in the near future.
That's a money grab, but he got he'll probably win the rematch. If he loses the rematch, he's done. Like it'll still be like trendy celebrity boxing, or like he'll get on cards, but he'll get opportunities because of his name. But I mean, it's like the circus is still going to be behind him because it wasn't like he didn't lose deliberately. He didn't get knocked out. Seeing him get knocked out is still a money fight. Seeing him fight big real fighters is still a money fight, and he gets the rematch. So let's see what goes down. All
righty. Okay, let's go quickly over this Chris Brown versus Thomas.
Kiely
Williams. Yes. Bro, leave Chris. Like, when are we gonna forgive Chris Brown fully, bro?
Even if we're not going to forgive Chris Brown fully, it's a matter of like every time he does something, like again, you know what I'm saying? Like abuse is never something to be taken lightly or made fun of or anything like that. I think that his leash for grace has been so much shorter than a lot of people's. I think that he has been made the face of domestic violence. He's had he's been convicted once. He has other allegations because of Karuchi. And a lot of other things is like he said, she said narratives, right? So I know he said that something happened when he was like 17. He was 19 when it happened. So,
but also what people understand is how many incidents where there's been girls camped out at his place broke into his place. There's been times where
situation where he wasn't in the wrong and he was lied on, and it was just like because it's Chris Brown, it became a national story. I get it. I think that we're like I said, there's never going to be 100%. He can no matter what he does, there will never be 100% consensus of forgiveness for him.
I'm upset though because I'm not the biggest Chris Brown fan. But I'm just like, bro, you made a mistake when you was 18, 19 in 2009, bro. He's been paying for that mistake to this day.
The Carucci thing didn't help.
Awards.
The Carucci thing
he hasn't been getting awards. What happened?
The Carucci thing didn't help when he was like when they broke up and he was like following her out the bar and shit.
Oh, that infamous picture.
The meme. It's a meme now, but it's like at the time it wasn't really funny.
But Rihanna forgave him. But also I heard this narrative too. Like, how do Rihanna feel that y'all keep bringing this up? She has a new man, has a kid, and has a baby on the way, and she continues to have to relive that because every time that Chris Brown is in the news, y'all keep bringing that up.
No, you're 100% right. It definitely isn't fair to her at all. But that's the concept.
He continued, like, he missed out on awards. And statistically, they don't mess with him in streaming platforms. They cancel his performances, the Michael Jackson stuff. He doesn't really get that much recognition. He has to go out of the United States to get recognition. They even we had this conversation the previous episode about how people think Bruno Mars and other people are better than that could sold out the Madison Square Garden. I'm like, Chris Brown is a motherfucking legend with mad great songs.
It's absolutely facts. It's 100% factual. I think that
come on now,
he is going to be one of those people that no matter what, they will always remind you of how fucked up he is. And I think, you know what, it's to a lesser extent, they're going to talk about Will Smith in that same vein. He's always going to be that great guy, but once he smacked Chris Rock, now he's the violent black guy. You feel me? Or I'm trying to think of other black people that have made mistakes.
You know, there's a crisis team this year for the Oscars, right?
Yeah, tell them fucking suck a dick. Because that shit, I guarantee he can't go back to the Oscars for 10 years. But if they invited him back or like something like that, they'll know their ratings go up. They will gladly bring that back. So let's not even fucking around with that. But there's
bro, I can't believe that Joe niggas making it seem like nigga went up there and shot him or something, my nigga. It was a slap, and it wasn't even that crazy. And now y'all got a crisis team now on standby.
You can't scare white people, Brian, at their events. But at the same point, to go back to Chris, it's just like, damn, it sucks because like as a fan, like you said, I admit when my guy fucks up, like yo, bro, you wildin'. And when they say some fucked up shit, I'm like, I really hope he ain't do this shit because can't say he did it because of things that happened in his past. But my whole thing is this to set him up for failure because he has outbursts, and now I can't blame him because with the Kiely Williams chick, that was an outburst because he's been frustrated for years. He had denied his Michael Jackson stuff. He has not received the award. He just lost in the Grammys to a nigga that he don't even know in the category. He was going to lose.
And then now you have this girl coming after him about something from the past. He's going to have a lot of more.
But that was also like
niggas can't blame him for that.
That's also her maintaining her clout at the same time too, because we've heard more about Kiely Williams in the last month than we have about her in the last 10 years. He's keeping it stacked between her getting a train.
Had a train ran on her though.
They told us that, and then this shit is like Chris Brown's a nigga that's going to see. He's going to respond. I think he went extra hard at his response. He was like, "What the fuck?" But at the same point, it's like, well, it kept her name floating too, not to belittle everything that's happened. But it's just definitely one of those disappointing things. Like, yo, let my nigga live. Like, especially what else have we heard about him? Like, a lot of the stuff that's come out about him is really just things that like have been proven not true. So let's just hope that they can resolve that. Because I enjoy Chris Brown music. I enjoy Chris Brown concerts. I enjoy Chris Brown shows. I'm excited when he drop a 40-song album. And it's like, yo, I'm hopeful that, he doesn't make another choice like that. And it's like, but you keep pushing motherfuckers. It's sad what you can push people to do. All right, next up, let's go where we at with it.
Yes. Just real quick, the Duty Low story. We're not going to spend too much on it, but he just been awarded $11 million due to FTN Bay, who accused him previously after their relationship of molesting her son. And it turned out that it was a lie, and the son was coached.
Yep, we got to pay up. Don't lie on my name.
Yeah. $11 million. That nigga's up. Now, also, what a lot of Twitter topic that was popping when we was off was the YSL Woody snitching tape got released, man. And this shit crazy. Nigga had a 3-hour snitching video with this nigga warming up, doing a whole physical. And then the crazy thing about it is they showed the Instagram post of him afterwards wearing the same outfit, talking about he's staying solid. It's a lesson for you street niggas, bro.
There's always a snitch around.
And this nigga was in videos showing guns, and then Young Thug was repping him, talking about Woody will pop out the cut and light niggas up, but he also points you in the lineup too. You feel me? This shit crazy though. Yeah. This is what's going on, and now this YSL case ain't looking too good, bro.
Shit. Well, free Thug.
Now, also a lot of person who's fighting the RICO's charge, K Flock. All right, if you're from New York, K Flock was the hottest drill rapper in the city. You feel me? Was carrying the Bronx drill until he got caught for a murder charge in late December, and now he just recently got a court appearance where now they strapping a RICO charge and 4 other people. Now he's facing a mandatory life in prison, and this nigga's only 19. I think he just turned 20, bro. So all you niggas, this is a public announcement. If you're doing dirt in the streets, the hip hop police is real. You over here talking about your mans who made a murder, who woo, woo. Straighten up, youngins. Straighten up, tighten up. Niggas is not playing with y'all, especially all you New York drill rappers. Y'all over here on lives. On the Please Don't Lag page, going crazy. They're watching, they're maintaining our lives, and they're building a case. There's already other people that's facing racketeering charges and other charges like the other rappers, Lee Drilly, D-Thing. So, shit looking spooky out here, though. So you better make sure if you're a rapper, you stay a rapper. If you're a street nigga, start tightening your circle up, start tightening the operation up, because niggas is after y'all. Now, this one hit. We're not even gonna talk about Drake real quick. Let's talk about the Tennessee sex cop, because we talked about it in 2 episodes. You know what happened, Slick?
She said she was crazy and that they groomed her.
What's your whole thoughts on that? We either said she had 2 routes: the OnlyFans or this route.
I said she's about to. I did say that, didn't I? I definitely said she about to plead insanity and say they was wilding her out. I don't shit. How do you say this? Never mind. I'll plead the 5th. Go ahead.
Bro, it textbook play.
It's smart.
Textbook play.
It's wild smart. Like, fuck it.
So wait, they told you to go to a girl's gone wild phone party and get naked? Your fellow cops.
She just wanted to fit in.
And then you go fuck 6 dudes.
Her husband stayed with her too, right?
Yeah.
Fucking dummy.
So that's how you see, that's how she got him to stay. Like, I was manipulated.
That nigga bullied her into that nigga. But
that's what
he wasn't jacking the OnlyFans place. Like, bitch, you better tell him you was crazy.
What?
Temporary insanity. Get the fuck out of here.
And emotionally undeveloped. So that means, Slick, you know what that means? She is able to arrest and enact the law of the land, but she can't. But she's
a nigga said fuck me, and she was like, bet.
But she's allowed to carry a gun.
Yeah, let's move on, because I don't have nothing to say about this.
Yeah, we gonna move on. Okay. All right, man. I don't really want to talk about Drake retiring because that clip got misconstrued. But if the day that Drake retires,
you're gonna cry.
My nigga, come on now. You gotta listen to bum ass Kendrick Lamar.
All right, we're not.
And J. Cole, I fuck with J. Cole because, shout out to Dreamville. He about to have Drake headlining with him. So, J. Cole will get some love. But you're going to have me listen to fucking the nigga who switched voices up like Nicki Minaj. Anywho, Jonathan Majors. I wanted to talk about this last week, but we didn't have the week. But his Ebony magazine cover came out. And, it ruffled a lot of fellas in the black community because they felt that there was an attack on masculinity, especially with the Rihanna and ASAP magazine cover where, ASAP was behind Rihanna and it looked like she was emasculating him. What's your whole thoughts on those 2 things?
The Rihanna cover, I didn't see a problem with, because I'm like,
but they made a whole breakdown. You didn't see that.
I seen the picture. That's probably some nigga that live in his basement. Secondly, We get on Twitter, niggas in general get on Twitter every day and say what we would do for Rihanna. So, because the nigga actually did it, now he's being emasculated. ASAP Rocky in no way, shape, or form, despite the fact that he has a penis, so supposedly, is going to be ahead of Rihanna in any fucking photo shoot. Let alone, what was it, Vogue?
Yeah.
Let alone fucking Vogue. The fact that he's on the cover in general for him is probably dope as fuck. With his chick, with his kid, and he's a jiggy fashion nigga. So the fact that people want to...
His hair was laid. It's better than some of you girls.
See, this is why they fuck with you, because that was just a straight bullet. That was not nice. Anyways, that whole shit was stupid to me, because I'm like, yo, your girl is one of the most powerful black women in the world. Keep it stacked. I would have been mad if she was behind him. Just off the strength of like, okay, like this is Rihanna. We see ASAP all the time. Like he just dropped the song like 4 months ago. That wasn't bad. That's my bitch. It was cool. So I feel like that was stupid. For the Jonathan Majors thing, I think that it was a Valentine's Day theme for his photo shoot. He's the muscle guy. I don't know if people have paid attention to Jonathan Majors. The way he speaks, the way he carries himself. He does not carry himself like some cornbread angry nigga. He is artistic. He's very well spoken, soft spoken, but not to the point where you go like try to play him. And in the photo shoot, I think it was the scene. He dressed like a character from One Piece. He had like the boot pants on. He had the flowers. He had like flamingo, right? Like he had a lot of different things going on, and it was like he was styled by a dude that said, "Yo, I wanted to style him after my favorite anime character because there's anime themes in the movie."
But that's exactly what I was gonna get into. Y'all niggas don't even pay attention to the promo, because if you listen to Michael B. Jordan, because first of all, Creed is gonna be the first action film filmed in IMAX. So he talked about he got inspiration from his favorite anime, and then Jonathan Majors also said he watches anime. So y'all wasn't even paying attention to him. Y'all saw the cover, didn't even do y'all research, and made a whole dissertation online and talk about masculinity. And yes, I kind of do feel like there is a slight attack on. I don't even want to put a race behind it.
On black masculinity?
Yeah, but this was not the case at all. In the Rihanna cover, it was not the case at all. And I think we need to get over that high horse with that.
No, it's offending. I think that we are in a place where creatively you can show black men in lights that are not Timberland boots, straight jeans, a wife beater, and a beanie, and be like, yo, this is what black men are. Because we're not all that. I think the fact that he was even comfortable taking it, that red background, the silhouettes, he had the boxing shorts, he had the flamenco outfit. Like, that's just like, yo, fuck it. I'm comfortable in who I am. And I can fuck your bitch and I can beat you the fuck up. I think that's when you really know you that nigga. I can do what I want. I can fuck your woman and I could beat you the fuck up. You're not going to try me. So stick behind the keyboard, say what you want to say. That's when you got that kind of energy going, fuck it. Do what you want. But again, like he
had a dope video about masculinity. If I want to find it real quick, keep it going.
Well, for time purposes, we don't want to play it. We might do it. We could definitely take a deep dive on this later. But I think that it definitely does make sense in the sense that, like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, as black men, it's okay to support your woman from the back sometimes. Not saying that it makes you less of a man, because I'm pretty sure there's a plenty of shit that she supports him with when he wants to do it. You feel me? This was her moment. And he still gets a rub over this. He's in vogue. Jonathan Majors, the biggest segment, if you really think about the last 2 years of his career, Lovecraft Country, fucking Ant-Man, he's Kang. He's going to be in all the Avengers film for the next 3 years.
Loki. He was in Loki.
Fucking, what else? Devotion. People didn't watch Devotion. One of the tales about one of the first naval jet pilots, black jet pilots ever, on Paramount Plus, I believe. Like, great movie. Fucking Creed 3. Then he got a movie that came out at Sundance about being a steroid addicted bodybuilder, which is getting a lot of rave reviews at Sundance and those music festivals. Like, he is on a fucking run, and it's like the range, everything that he is in, he's the best part of the show. So his work, because
I heard a lot of reviews about that Ant-Man, and they said he's the only good part about that Ant-Man.
And I think the fact that he's like I said, his fashion sense great, like his style is very unique. So for them to portray him like that and be like, yo, this is this generation. He might be this generation's Denzel. And I don't shy at saying that. Like I don't get shy at saying that. And allowing him to present himself in that way and be comfortable and cool, like he said, like, yo, say what you want about Max Lindy, I will beat you the fuck up. You will not try me.
Come on, and y'all leave Kiely alone too. Y'all been following him. That nigga is a trained MMA fighter. Be warned. His nickname is Killer.
People definitely
don't follow him and his family.
People take for granted social media. They think that it's real. They think that they have ownership over people and things and ideas. And unfortunately, this is the wake-up call. You don't. And especially in a Kiely situation, he said, I don't mind taking pictures. I felt for him because he said, I have social anxiety. I don't like people following me and doing all this weird stuff. Just come say hi. I'll take a picture. I don't mind. You guys have changed my life. So if you're really just on some like super stupid head start, or you're trying to make like, you're trying to go trending by, I seen Kiely do blah, blah, he's a dickhead. Hey, no, let that man live. He has done nothing but bring peace and joy to the internet and help people you have better lives. So come on, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Now, this is the hot topic of the week over here, man.
Well, how about this? How about, because we can. How about we play the music and then we add this to our toxic? We got some toxic shit. We can get them 30 minutes of toxic. So we'll play the music.
Okay. All right. So let's go to our song of the week. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go to one of your favorite streaming platforms, whether that is Stitcher, Apple, Google Podcasts, and go look us up. We are literally everywhere. Or you can go to our Apple Music playlist and go listen to our previous songs of the week. All right, and you feel me? I gotta put a little drill rap, a little gaga boom. But you can find our previous songs of the week on the Apple Music playlist. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick. Drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TSA Toxic Service Announcement. All right. We got a couple topics today. You know, we actually just added one, and we just gonna get straight to it. Michael B. Jordan. Supposed to be celebrating the success of Creed, especially directing and starring, but he kind of ran to a person in the past, and now this is causing up a whole stir and has ruffling a whole bunch of people's feathers. He got called corny. If you want to play the little clip real quick?
Give me 1 second. Let me cue that up real quick. But this is so triggering for me. so triggering for me. I don't know, dog. Have you ever been called corny before?
Yeah. I've been called corny before because I wasn't into that gangster shit. And I'm happy. I'm 100% glad to be corny because them niggas that was doing all those gangster shit, not going to say all of them is doing bad, but they're not doing better than I am.
Kick a nigga while he dead. I got the clip. Let's run it.
And the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Oh, the corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But, yeah, he is.
So, what's up? Yeah.
That head died. You know you gotta shit up. But come on, isn't that what you worked hard for?
To be able to shit on people. Did he even shit on her? He brought something to the table.
He banned shit. And he thing about it is he not like he walked away. He handled the interview properly. He answered her. He didn't seem standoffish. And also towards the end, he also said, "Oh, you're not corny anymore." Now, I fuck with L'Oreal. You feel me? Because she does Beauty and the Beast with Wax, who's also good friends with Charlamagne the God, and, you know, big Charlamagne the God fan. So I know of her character. So apparently she didn't say that. It was her podcast host, Dominican Barbie, I think. I don't really know her name, but she stood by it. She stood 10 toes behind her comments. What's your whole thoughts on that before we get to the Joe Budden thing?
That she stood by
on that
it?
whole comment.
Joe Budden or
no? Oh no, just the whole corny and having the people going crazy about that.
I think that two things can be true. I can think that Could he possibly have done some corny things to the population that he was around? He was in Newark, New Jersey. If you know anything about Newark, New Jersey, you're like, all right. It's not a lot of niggas out there trying to be actors. So they said shit like him coming to school with headshots, or, you know, you said there was the video that circulated of him doing the rap song with the white girl in the green dress. Like, there definitely was probably some moments where he definitely made some questionable decisions. But at the same time, this nigga was on the fucking wire. He was in like hardball. He was in some shit where it's like, all right, my nigga, I might be moving differently, but I am different. I'm not going to be stuck here type shit. So it's like, yo, it could be corny because you don't really see people doing those certain things, or like the actions of it might not fit into like where he's from. But at the same point, he was not like he was just like the type of person like, I'm going to be an actor but not having nothing to show with it. You feel me? And he could have actually been a corny kid. He could have had something. He wasn't hood. He wasn't street. He had ambitions and goals. And I think that that's something that's like I said, it's a sensitive subject for me because I'm like, I've been called corny before, and I can admit it. I could do some, like, I could, in my sense of the words corny, like, you know, you make corny jokes or corny references just to like be funny or shit like that. But in the sense of, like,
that's why I want to know. I want to know what is corny, because like I've seen the debates on Twitter about why he's corny, and you know this tweet I'm about to, because it got a lot of views and retweets. This one girl said that he doesn't have any edge. He just looks responsible. He looks like he knows where his birth certificate at.
Yeah.
Is that corny? Because I know where my birth certificate at. Like, what you fucking with niggas that don't have their certifications?
corny stability. Because it's like society makes it seem like you need an edge. Think about all the movies. Who were the cool guys? It wasn't the guys that came from the 2-parent households that got good grades and, you know, were home or had a curfew and shit. It was the kids that was, you know, driving cars at 16 and buying beer and drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, leather jackets. It was a lot of like
getting kicked out, suspended.
Yeah, fighting. There was a lot of that. So I think that, but it was something that I think every person, especially black people, saw. If you were a little different or you didn't fit the norm of, struggling youth, always in trouble, you know, did what was cool, would come to school, like leave school to get McDonald's or some wild shit like that. You know, you had the whip. You know, you was openly known you was having sex with different girls and shit like that. Like, that was corny. If you were safe, if you were comfortable, and then tied in like the Bernie's Burgo shit, the shit we was talking about earlier, is like, yo, well, I was corny then, but now I'm popping. Now all the bitches want me. So, am I truly corny, or were you corny for your mindset and your logic? I also didn't appreciate the rhetoric of like, yo, son, like, people really was like, oh, that was corny how he came out. Like, how did he come at her? Because I'm guaranteed it's a lot of people that's definitely, if they had a chance to, if they grew up and ran into people that talked about them in high school or some even middle school or college or whatever, they'd be, oh yeah, what's up with y'all hollers? Remember back in the day? Like, yeah, you didn't fuck with me. Like, one thing I can stay 10 toes down, even though people call me corny, it's like, yo, it was never like a reflection on myself, and I didn't take it that way. And at the same point, it was like, yo, we deaded that already. We became friends. We had our bonding moments. I don't care anymore. But if you was really a dick, I would definitely let you know. If I seen if I was up and you was over here having to do something, like, yo, you used to talk shit. How are you over here doing X, Y, and Z?
Exactly.
Or like the girls, you so nice and so sweet. I like you, but he needs me right now. All right, bitch, look at you now. And look at me now.
and this is exactly what I'm going to say. For those women on social media trying to, I want to put this in a nice way.
Fuck it. We in a toxic session. We're in the end game now.
Them women condoning the whole corny aspect.
Y'all we still fucking.
This is why certain guys are telling y'all have poor choices of men. Because then these are the guys that you try to settle with after the dust settles and when the new hoes come around. Yep. And you wondering why them niggas don't want to cuff y'all.
You want to laugh?
What?
Corny to men, or corny to, like, a corny man to a girl is a good girl to a guy. Think about that.
Exactly.
Like, the good girl, pretty on paper, like, cute, got a job, got shit together, not ghetto, not a bird, maybe can't dance, big ass, maybe, but all right. You're already, I don't want to say complete, but you don't need me, for lack of better words, right?
Yep.
So it's like,
and you know how to communicate. You come with some structure. You come with expectations. You know how to handle yourself well. You're not combative.
Yeah, like I see you, shorty, but I'm gonna go with the headache.
You know.
So
that's my major thing, because it's kind of like it sends the wrong message, because it's like, growing up we always said Nick Cannon was corny, and I always had to look back at Nick Cannon, and I look back at him. I look back at his life. Besides the rapper, because he's not a great rapper, we could sit here and agree on this. Rapping wise, besides Gigolo, I don't know what the fuck Nick Cannon was doing. But outside of that, bro, created a platform, hosted a lot of shows, was the head of the Team Nick, did a whole bunch, has a bunch of businesses,
put a lot of people on,
helped numerous. Kevin Hart has said Nick Cannon has paid for his rent while he was in LA trying to make it out. And there's plenty of stories of Nick Cannon helping a lot of people out and didn't expect nothing from them. And he has smashed. This is probably not supposed to be a strike, because this might be fucking misogynistic, but he has smashed some. His jersey's up there.
His hit list is immaculate.
If you know his jersey. He has some of the ones that y'all over here modeling yourself after. And I never understood why he got called corny.
He got called corny because of persona. He was happy, smiling, wasn't a thug, wasn't outside. And that's the thing.
I want my daughter, bring that. If I have a daughter, bring that corny nigga home. I accept that Russell Wilson. And also, speaking of Russell, because we're going to talk about Ciara, the only reason why niggas was on Russell Wilson was more so on Ciara. Given her dating history, we saw like, and you popping Russell Wilson up, it was kind of like, this is exactly what niggas got on Ciara about. You was over here dating a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays, aka 50 Cent, and them niggas. But now you settle down with Russell Wilson, and now you trying to create this whole image. And it's kind of like, bro, you wasn't going after a nigga like Russell Wilson during your heyday.
Yeah, when you felt you was it, you was trying to get you another person that was it on top. That nigga Russell Wilson in his bad season just signed for $250 million.
And now you're trying to parade, and that's why niggas was on her case, was like, you wasn't giving a nigga like Russell Wilson after you got done up by Future and shit.
Said done up.
And that's what guys have, and this is what I talked about in pre-production. Women, we understand that you never want to be a second fiddle. Y'all always want to feel like y'all hold that special place in a guy's heart. You always want to be number one. Hey, newsflash. Guys don't want to feel like the second fiddle, even though sometimes we do feel like it.
Sometimes you gotta take that. Sometimes you gotta take that. 100%.
Yeah, sometimes when you do get that retired city girl, she was a little bopper in the past, but now you got her. You know that you probably wasn't the initial guy that she wanted to be with, but hey, you know that you give her what she needs now, so you have to take that on the chin. But hey, us guys don't want to feel like the second fiddle. We don't want to feel like we've been settled too. Unless you're like the creme of the creme, then it's like cool.
I'm about to say, all right, Rihanna, you done with ASAP? Fine, I guess.
You feel me? But for the most part, niggas don't want to feel settled too. Like, we have our pride and ego as well. We don't want to feel like you just settled and just took me because I was just the only thing left. So that's why a lot of times a lot of guys don't like that corny thing, and also that's why a lot of guys don't appreciate you girls trying to conform us and make us this way and have us on the side while y'all over here doing y'all shit, living y'all best life, and then when y'all got dismantled, y'all come to us.
I have to say, I was corny, remember, huh? But you're here, butt ass niggas like mine. Never mind.
Corny niggas be getting pussy too.
Corny niggas,
a lot of you girls.
I'm about to say, and it's like, it sucks to say, but corny niggas do win in the end, and it's shitty to say, because it's just like, I'm not saying like you be living life in however you grew up and shit and aspiring for whatever is bad, but it's just like, for the lack of better words, like, they get the girl. Like, look at every Tyler Perry movie ever.
But my whole thing is, I don't want to get the girl who done, like, yes, she got experience and now she realized stuff about. But I'm just like, it's like that price of, it's kind of like, damn, like, you wouldn't even attempt to look my way. You was over there looking for the scammers and looking for the niggas that take you to catch steak. But a nigga like me who was grinding, you wasn't giving me a chance. But now that I'm up and now I just have to take you. It's an honor to get you now.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the operative word. Like, I'm lucky to have you, but you wasn't checking for me. You wanted the nigga that made you feel like shit because you felt like, Build-A-Bear-esque, like, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, I get it. Because it's just like, like, what am I dealing with the headache for? Like, I wasn't even your first choice. You feel me?
And now you're telling me you're the table and all that. I'm just like, I wasn't your first choice, but now I have to. And then also now we're going to expose something about women right now. We all talk about standards and lists. Women don't want to admit this, but y'all have two lists. Y'all have a list for niggas that you're attracted to that can break that list, and then you have a list for niggas that y'all not really attracted to, but you want them to be perfect.
That's 100% fact. I give you that one. That was good. You said that very PC too. I was very impressed with that.
Come on now. So how do us guys feel when we are that second list that you don't really want us, but you think because that's just the perfect imaginary man?
Well, let's not say that they don't want. Let's say that it was like they had to come to appreciate us. Like they like you, but it's like I'm not trying to be. It's
just not there. It's
girl,
no
I don't like him
sparks.
like that. Meanwhile, y'all spend every fucking weekend together and shit. Shit. See, that's why we should do that. So the talk section was the best place for this one.
So I was, but I'll cue up that Joe Budden because Joe Budden, bro, he disappointed me. You know, I'm a big fan of Joe Budden, especially now with the 6 mic thing. Still fan of New Roy and more, but now that they have Queen Flip and Melissa Ford, that podcast has really taken off. But bro, I don't know because Michael B. Jordan was in that video with Snow, and you love Snow, but you've been hating on my nigga for a good minute. You got it queued up?
Yeah, let's go.
Let me tell
Dog, you doing that to a girl is some corny nigga shit.
I can see that.
You being
That is
Michael
true.
B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies.
I agree.
During your highlight week, you've probably never been more visible than you are right this second. And that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's going to sound even crazier. Because why you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We only talking to white bitches like that. But I'm not going to make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not disagreeing. I would have made
Michael B. Jordan. That's why niggas call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like, word.
Hey, Creed.
You know
Hey, what's this nigga's name?
I wouldn't have did that in front of
Hey, Creed. In case you were confused, that corny ass shit you did is why niggas think you corny.
Yeah.
I've never heard a nigga.
What?
I've never heard a nigga call him corny before this.
That's a fact.
So that was really pulled out the ass. But go ahead.
There's so many different approach on this, bro. Because first of all, you're attacking him. You're trying to bring up the ratio of the white girls. Joe Budden, you are the worst person to try to bring something from somebody's past. By far the worst person. And this is coming from a fan, a supporter. This is from allegations. I'm going to say allegedly. These are allegations. This is coming from a person who's been accused of sitting and stepping on a person who's pregnant, who have been accused multiple times of abuse of women, who have been accused of dating younger girls and and dating only Dominican girls and all that. And you just recently was in the news disrespecting Vivica A. Fox and the other girls on that panel recently.
For what they said about you.
Want to say, yep. And now you want to say, why are you disrespecting us sisters? You was just on Megan Thee Stallion talking about you don't believe her and hating on her and say that you don't like how she treated your friends and all that other stuff. But now you're the defender of black women. And this is once again coming from a fan and an active listener. This was by far the worst Joe Budden take ever. And to be honest with you, Michael B. Jordan handled himself with class. He did not walk away from her. He still gave her the interview. He still answered the question amicably. And you are calling him corny?
Can we keep
that should hurt my soul.
Can we keep it a stack too? It's not like there was a national interview. This was a red carpet, quick little whoop, like for their platform, right? If I'm correct. So it's like it's not like he didn't embarrass her nationally, live television, nothing like that. It's a clip that went viral. I believe if it's on their platform, they had to release it. If I'm correct. They made the conscious choice to release it.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't say nothing afterwards. He didn't do no interview about it. He didn't even post on his gram. He didn't put no shady stuff after. Now, if he had this some poster like when niggas throw shade on their Instagram afterwards. Now, if he had that was kind of corny. You feel me?
That man said what he said. It's like,
he said what he said. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even really say nothing. He just said, "Oh yeah, that corny dude, right?"
Yeah, corny. You did. I remember that. And it's like, yo, that shit probably hurt his soul. Like, why people don't accept me right now? Like, you feel me? I'm just trying to fit
and
in.
that was it. And now, I'm pissed off for Michael B. Jordan because this is supposed to be.
It still is.
week.
Fuck that. It still is. And it's just like, it's just a discourse. That's the thing. We're not going to take it away from him. I think that was the part where it's just like, yo, come on, son. Because people reference shit that people do to them all the time. And the fact that he's in a position to say that, and he didn't demean, he didn't call out her name. He didn't demean, he didn't belittle her platform. He gave her the interview still. And even though it's if the only thing you want to say, oh, she wasn't the one that said it specifically. If you ran with wolves, I'm going to confuse you for a wolf, right?
Yeah.
That's why, like I've said, and it's like, if anything, it's going to boost her star power too, because now people are talking about her. She's becoming more well known off of this too.
But now she's copping the plea now, because now even though she wasn't the one that actually said a comment, but now she's talking about how she's getting called bully. A lot of people's giving her death threats, even though, because niggas is corny on social media, but also she also said that even though she didn't call him corny, but he's not necessarily defending her against these comments. What is he supposed to do? He didn't tell people to comment, to tweet, to do anything. He didn't ask for this to go viral. I 100%. I don't know Michael B. Jordan from a can of paint, but I would totally say he didn't want this clip to go viral, to be the talk of conversation. This was not part of a promo run for him.
I say it was released. Somebody took it upon themselves to release it.
No, because she went on her because she does a morning show and she also has 2 podcasts. So she went over there and she was kind of like, I ain't gonna hold you, try to do the whole victim thing, like even though she didn't do it, so she shouldn't get blamed too much on it. Because I'm not going to hold her to the actions of her when she was as a kid. Because niggas was 7th grade, niggas was saying wild shit back in the day.
I feel like anything I did prior to 18, I was like, ooh, shit. I'm glad there wasn't no social media.
And also a nigga named Michael Jordan.
I'd have cut his ass too. Real shit.
You feel me? So I'm not gonna hold her for the actions back then, because I said some shit in junior high school. She said this happened in 7th grade, but I don't like how she's trying to portray the victim role, because obviously, yes, I don't want you to get death threats, and I think it's very corny of niggas to do that, especially because both of them don't even know y'all. But what is he supposed to defend you for? He didn't do nothing. He didn't advocate or incite this. This came by people's inner demons and child and shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. It definitely touched me a little bit. I was like, oh, these bitches.
Oh man, that shit got me tight, bro. Because Joe Budden is my guy.
But Joe be fucking up.
His takes be getting me upset sometimes, bro. Because you really was calling him out for corny shit. And the thing about it is too, Slick, this is the nigga that been called corny multiple times throughout his whole career. This is the nigga that has been called corny not only for his fits, for his music, for the podcast, for literally everything. He has been called corny a lot of times in his career. And for you to sit here and go hard on him says something about you. Oh man! Oh damn! I got a little passionate about that.
Corny, let's get to the corn.
Let's get it. You want to talk about Ciara's new single and how it's detrimental to the Black female community?
I didn't even listen to that shit.
Now, yo,
what they say? Who listens to Ja Rule at a time like this? Why do I care what Ciara has to say at a time like this?
So Ciara was previewing new music, and many people on social media was calling her out for her hypocrisy, because she was basically making a song, sort of a single woman anthem for the girls, while she's talking about women getting money, but while she's over here a whole wife, a whole mother, and a loving relationship. Do you think, but these are coming mostly from women though, so hey, it's not from guys. What's your thoughts on women getting on her for that type of songs? They not falling for it now. And I say now because they smartening up. Shout out to you women out here, because they see that y'all following behind the city girls. Them city girls submissive as hell and taking a whole lot of other shit because the niggas got bank. Megan Thee Stallion, hot girl this, she over here booed up, loved up. Yeah, I realize some of the anthems that these girls are putting, but I don't want to put the blame on Ciara, because then if as a guy, I would have to police us guys' music as well. I can't have you niggas over here talking about bitches and hoes and only getting your dick sucked and all the other shit. Then if we're going to do this to Ciara, you feel me?
Why not? No, Nah, yeah, I remember when I saw her in like the video set when she was talking, I was like, oh, she over here preaching some preachy shit. I don't want to hear this. Ever since I heard Ciara's prayer on that Summer Walker album, I'm like, I'm done with you. I'll bring back the good old days. I'll play Promise and and all them other great Ride. I'll play the greatest hits, but I will not listen to this new Ciara slander because this might not go well. I seen the tweet where they was like, yo, they really must be paying black women to just put out songs about being independent. Because I'm like, yo, what the hell, nigga? you about to play the song?
Yeah, I was trying to see the little snippet that she made real quick to see.
I get it, like it sells or whatever, but I feel like, yo, it's clearly not your lifestyle. And I get you try to do passionate kid music, you try to level up. You try to do like I Love You So Much music, and it like level up pop, but like you're not getting like your peak numbers. Like, I don't know.
She don't. But the thing also too, she don't really need it. Your nigga's up over 200 mil.
He asked though.
Oh yeah, he about to get kicked out. But he signed a lot of guaranteed money, so y'all gonna be straight. You feel me? You're not gonna be starved.
No, I don't like that. I just feel like that's dumb. It's like,
I think niggas. You know how niggas be trying to call out gangster rappers or capping niggas raps. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what Ribbon was saying. Like, there's too much capping.
Bitch, you lied. Like what? But it's also like. It's like the girls with boyfriends that be talking crazy on social media, be entertaining. Like it's entertaining people on social media. It's like, yo, nigga, I'm right here. Like, what the fuck? You're dumb. Like, I look at Shorty tweets sometimes. I'll be like, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. No, I'm not. But it's like, yo, come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
Right. Like, how you gonna say niggas ain't shit, but you laid up on a nigga that night?
Like, hey, I'm right here. Like, I'm literally right here. Like, we're at dinner. Like, come on.
Literally say men deserve less, but you over here snugged up on me. Like, man.
Like
you in your forehead right now.
Like you can't see it. Like I know Russell supposed to be looking at Ciara sometimes. Like, what the fuck goes through your mind,
bro?
I'm trying to get it. I don't blame
them.
I'm like they ain't buy. They ain't buy your shit in the minute. They're not gonna buy it now. They know you dying. Look what happened to Usher.
but she knows that that's the shit that gets the girls going. You feel me?
Since when?
I think
when the last
smart enough though.
When the last time they got going to that for her saying that?
Oh, not her, but
I'll just say who. Once they see
the city girls and the Megan
what city girls they broke up. Shorty Wop and P Diddy. What happened?
Beyonce.
That nigga was cheating. We knew this. This Beyonce is different. She don't go outside.
But hold on, she was. You know what? I saw this hot take. I don't want the Beehive on me.
What song was it? It wasn't a recent song.
Beehive, but she made a lot of those type of single girl anthem, but she stuck beside him.
That nigga was, but it was different. It was different. It was I'm outside because you cheating. So it was like, shit, as a nigga, what you gonna say? You cheating your girl?
What about all the single ladies? She wasn't single at that time.
You right. It was a different era though.
Well, to the left. She was in the right.
No. I can defend Irreplaceable. Irreplaceable, she might have just been like, yo, fuck around if you want to. I could shit if Irreplaceable would have been on Lemonade, nigga, oh, she would have won an Oscar. I know it's not just the acting ones, but that shit right there, that would have been perfect timing. That's divine timing.
She's saying ladies run this world.
I mean, they do. Pussy does run the world. Niggas do a lot of shit for pussy.
Pussy devalued. Pussy's $40 out here in these streets.
This is why you get in trouble. See, look, I can't get away with some of this shit. You can't get away. And I'm leaving all the shit we say on the side of the episode. I'm leaving in this episode so they can't hear this bullshit. See, no,
come on
now. No.
But you feel me? There's been a lot of people on her. Not that I don't come after me, Beehive, because I'm not really a big fan of Beyonce, and I'm not criticized. But a lot of people have been saying that. A lot of these artists are promoting singleness and then now these girls have these ideas in their
Single sells money. If you're single, where are you at? In the club. How many couples you know in the club? How many?
But I'm not too falling on the people in the Caucasus Mountains. Do they make music? Because I don't know, they make emotional music. Like Billie Eilish be in her emotional bag.
She's like 20. Everything is gonna make her cry.
What about Dua Lipa? Dua Lipa make oons.
I know the one. I only know the song with the baby.
I don't really know. I was trying to see, because I don't want to put it all on black women.
But you know what it is? Nah, the Caucasus Mountaineers, they write songs about what's happening in their actual lives. That's why they're hits. Like Miley Cyrus got that Flowers record. That shit tough because it's really about her nigga cheating.
So basically, what we're saying is, Ciara, stop capping in your raps. That's basically it.
Now, basically,
Stop
what we're saying
tapping
is
your raps. These girls saying they want the soft girl life now. They want that Ciara prey. They want to be taken care of.
Yes.
They want to be pregnant, barefooted in a nice home now. They don't want to be out there in the club spending money on them damn selves. They don't want that no more. They tired of that.
That's fair. We'll take that. We can agree to that.
All right. What about let's do this last because I think we almost over 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it's an hour 40. Well, it's the XL episode. Rise to the corn. We here.
Hoes be fun. Let's talk about this though.
Oh wow.
Oh,
what the
man.
fuck are we talking? Wait, what? That was on the docket? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
nigga. Come on now. I had an epiphany, bro. Like, girls always be saying like, y'all always love hoes, but y'all don't want couples. I'm like, yo, cause hoes be fun. Like, you ever had a fun hoe?
Like niggas eat candy. Niggas eat candy, but you can't have it for dinner. Like the fuck? What
Come on now. Like, yo, you ever been with a fun hoe and she just perks up your life, bro? She just have a burst inside, but damn well you can't cuff it. But but that's what I also want to say when I talk about hoes be fun. Fellas, if you have that hoe, don't be blindsided, bro. Just enjoy your moment. It's not yours. It's just your turn, bro. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy that hoe for what she is in your life at that moment, bro. Don't try to contain it. Don't try to wife it. Don't try to marry it. Yeah. Don't try to cage it. You're only going to do damage to yourself and your insanity. Let the hoe be a hoe.
That's offending. That is offending. You can't be trying to preserve your hoe, or like you gotta let it go. Like you get a day here, a day there, a day a year down the line, a day another year down the line. Like,
yeah, you sharing her with some other niggas. You know it. Don't be territorial.
Wow.
Just let the hoe be a hoe.
Ladies, let's go for y'all too.
Come on now.
It's a nigga that he's only there to blow your back out once a month.
You know he was community dick. You know he took down at least two of your friends in the friend group. Mama, why are you trying to cuff him?
That's why you pulled up on him in the first place. You understood. Like, oh, it was good. Really, my turn. Yes. Hey, have fun. Not, oh, I love him. No, you don't. You don't.
You know damn well he's slinging and banging in the streets. Why are you trying to settle him down for? Why are you trying to feed him? Why are you trying to give him the Adidas so he don't go out that night, mama? Let him go out that night with his fellas. Let him go sling dick in these streets.
I feel like that's all like all
hoes just want to be hoes. Like girls want to just have fun.
That's a fact. Ain't nothing worse than a hoe that don't know that they're a hoe though.
Oh yeah, nah. that's the worst. Oh my god, you know the naive hoe. Oh,
a lying hoe. Like you a hoe, but you like him, so you don't want to tell him about you. I heard about you. It's all a lie. Turns out it wasn't a lie.
I hate a naive hoe, bro. Oh my god, the girls who be trying to pretend like they're good, but then they really be like giving it up crazy. I'm just like, come on, girl, just be real. Just be honest with me. Don't have me put you in a different category if you in the whole category, mama.
I think girls feel that way too because niggas be secret hoes.
But I was a hoe from the start, mama. I tried to put it in your gut the first night. Why are you thinking I'm married material now?
Like what changed?
What changed, mama? You just got feelings? Did I hit that spot in your vagina? Because you hit a certain spot in that vagina that hit the crazy button. You feel me? You hit that crazy button. She don't care if you've been fucking Sarah, Stacy, and Tinashe, Tisha, and everything. Once you hit that crazy button in the back of her vagina, you know you hers, my nigga.
That's offending. What's this vacation coochie shit you got on here?
Oh, okay. So this came about on Twitter, and then she kind of played me because I thought she was talking about a nigga, but she is actually part of the lesbian community. So this girl tweeted out, oh my God, you ever been on vacation? How much coochie do you give away on vacation? Like, I'm tired. And there was a whole debate between the genders. Oh my God, whatnot. Turns out she fucking with a stud, and that nigga, that girl had a collection. she had a book bag full of the straps.
Imagine seeing that shit going through the fucking X-ray machine.
Cause that's why I'll be like, yo, that's why I say lesbian girls. Side note, lesbian girls, shout out to y'all. Cause when do y'all shit end? You feel me? Like y'all just don't nut and just end like niggas. You feel me? Like y'all could keep going. So it's kind of like,
they just DJing the whole time.
You feel me? Scissoring it up. Once I nut, All right, mama, it's over.
I need an hour. I need some juice. Give me some juice.
Man, I need a salmon, man.
But no, that's true.
Okay, go get that wet wag. You know what I mean?
Vacation sex do be elite, but it definitely also be like, all right, how
so now I have a question for you, Slick.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go on a vacation for 5 to 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Every night, do you expect coochie from your girl?
No, nigga, because I be tired. The fuck? Hell no.
You don't think that week I should have like a large amount of sex than normal?
When I was like 20, like 23-ish or 20, like, yeah, I was like 23 to 24, 25 probably. Once the nigga started working and shit, I wanted to go to sleep. I wanted to be by the pool. I wanted to be drunk. If I could get 5 days, if I get 2 or 3 of them days, I'm good. And it gotta be good sessions. Like if I get 2 good sessions and like a quickie or 2 in there, I'm lit. I'm having a great time. That's a great 4 to 5 day excursion.
Nah, I need it every day. That's when I would bring the blue chew out. You feel me?
Nigga, oh, you taking a blue chew and a honey pack?
You got to for vacation. That's the time where y'all go all out. You feel me?
Fuck no. I looked at the honey pack the other day. I've never taken one. I thought about it and I was like, I researched what that shit do. I was like, all right, what's gonna happen? A nigga said he had a headache for a month and ain't go to sleep for 2 weeks. I said, fuck out of here.
That nigga got the bootleg version.
I said, and it's funny because the package be like, oh, all these wonderful things, ashwagandha, macaroot. And they don't say nothing about the Cialis in that bitch that's gonna knock your ass the fuck out. Every time you gotta pee, you're gonna have a fucking hard on. I was like, yo, I was reading the horror stories, nigga. I was like, I wish I would. Not my bitch.
Now,
my girl told me I need a fucking honey pack.
For vacation coochie, I think you should have sex at least more days that you didn't. Like, so if you're there for like 5 days, at least 3 times, then 2.
I don't know. Shit. Sometimes, depending on what type of vacation, like what it's a turn up vacation, it's energy. Depends on what you doing, where you at, the resort. Like I just want to have fun. I settle for some head. Like what? Come on, girl. That's all I needed. I'm good. I'm good for
That's
it.
it.
Sometimes that's all you need. You just want to enjoy yourself. Like I want to go to the beach. I want to go on this excursion. I used to not be.
No. I'm saying that activity. Like I'm definitely. You know me. I'm definitely not one of those vacationers who stay inside the room or in the beach the whole entire time. But yeah, but at night, strap that lingerie on, and we litties.
I thought you was telling her to strap that strap on. I'm about to say you a nasty.
Oh
nigga.
No.
I thought you was. I was like, that's a little too graphic for me, sir. But okay.
But you know, side note. Let me end it off with this. Do you know what is a German kiss?
Sounds disgusting. What is a German kiss, Brian?
Oh no, I just saw this, bro, and I was like, I have to talk to this about you, bro. So this is when she kiss your asshole. Shout out to my girl who put that on her close friends, because one of her friends was asking about that, and I was just like, what?
Yo, what?
Oh, it's a Greek kiss. It's a Greek kiss.
So Greeks is out here just kissing asshole? That's what they tell her?
Yeah. So it's to lick a man's asshole, because I think one of my homegirls put it on her close friends, like one of her homeboys was like, yeah, what is a Greek kiss? And she said, a shorty asked if they like it, and they said they didn't know. I'm like, yo, shout out to the girls who out here doing Greek kisses out here.
Shit, you better ask for my consent before you do that shit. Make
sure the gooch, mama. Kiss the gooch.
That's a little lower than the gooch. I'm just saying, shit. Make sure I didn't have a hearty breakfast before.
Yeah, make sure they had no Chipotle before. You're gonna get more than beans, bitch.
Wrap this shit up. It's over.
All right, once again, shout out to the girls who out here doing the Greek kiss, the gooch lickers out there. Shout out to y'all, though. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some soldiers that go in the trenches for your man. But please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go. If you have any brand deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgo or at gmail.com. You know who it is. It's Mr. Hemi Carter, Hemi Hendrix, Hemi Neutron, Him Duncan, Mr. Hemi like Beanie Man, B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Slick. Hope y'all have a great one. We back. Shout out to y'all. You got a 2-hour episode. Turn up.
To cow.
Just take the beats.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.